Egyptian gold body tatted like a Mayan. And I can't say I'm gonna succeed, but I'm trying. I had a couple close friends and I done lost a few. They either dead or in jail cause I cut off a few. They say the devil got no feelings, but I feel him. Cause with the Lord would show forgiveness, I would kill him.
Hey dear family, welcome or welcome back to Renika's channel. As y'all can tell by the title of this video, as y'all can tell by the title of this video, we're going to be talking about listening to yourself. But before we get in this video, I do want to say, y'all know how I be wearing my little twist, and the reason I never get on camera and my hair look like I don't ever get the outcome of the style is because it never go right. But this time, let me just tell you something. I'm gonna make a video about it. I'm gonna tell y'all the products I used for my hair. Y'all, this style was very successful, okay? But other than that, we're gonna be talking about listening to yourself. Clipboard ready, like y'all know, and let's just get right into it, okay? So the reason I chose this topic is because, we're all on this journey, of course, and we tend to watch a lot of YouTube videos, or we tend to listen to other people that's spiritual, which is totally fine, but there's a balance. And if you start letting spiritual leaders basically just don't overuse their information, because that's their journey and that's the information they found out for themselves. I mean, it's okay to share the information, and if you come across it. But the difference is, what have you learned? What have you actually taught yourself? How do you know this information? If somebody asks you, how do you know this right now? Could you honestly say, because it's an intuition? I mean, it's okay to do your research, but then that person the person where you got this research from, it comes back down to their selves. So if you listen to other people all day, why go to the middleman? We can go straight to the source, and the source is within you. So it's okay to look at other people YouTube videos for guidance, but if you really know what you already want to do and you know how you want to get there, then just do it. Just listen to yourself and listen to your ancestors, okay? But constantly watching other people YouTube videos, and that goes hand in hand with watching tarot card videos. I know some of y'all probably realize, tarot card readings is tarot cards is not an evil thing to engage in, but don't overuse people's information because it can lead you in an unbalanced state of mind. It can lead you in an unbalanced situation, an unbalanced reality, because you're taking what somebody else learned and you're applying it for yourself, which is not a bad thing. But constantly doing it, overvaluing their information, because you can get overboard things, that creates an unbalance. But if you overuse their information, you apply it for your life, then you're living in their reality, because it's their information and that they learned that information for their path. So learn how to balance things out. And this is not a video about balance, but that is a major key role in life. You have to have balance. But don't do less for balance. You want to do more for your balance. Don't start to feel insecure about where you're at when I say do more for balance. Start looking at it like, I could do better. You're where you need to be. But if you want to do better, you can do better. So don't look at it like, oh, I'm stressing myself out, I'm doing too much, and do less. Because that's where you go. You're thinking in a lower vibrational state of being. You're thinking in a lower vibration, so that's what you start to attract if you think like that, if you think that you need to balance things out in a lower frequency. So if you think like, oh, I'm doing too much, I need to chill, that's okay. If you're really conscious of knowing that you have been overworking and that's why things not aligning, then that's okay. But it's about balance. Wherever you at in life and you know that you need balance and you know that you're not balanced, balance yourself out. Simple as that, okay? And just be great while you doing it. Don't stress yourself out. Don't overwork yourself, because spirituality is not a religion. You don't have to do things a certain way. Just listen to yourself. Go with your intuition. If you want to do something a certain way, do it. If it's going to be challenging, then it's going to be challenging. But is it worth it? Is it worth it? That's all you got to really sit back and think. And be great at what you're doing. Be the best you can be while you're doing it. And some of y'all might ask, what is greatness? You. Be you, be great. Your greatness. Okay? And if you think like that and you have that mindset, that's what you become. Greatness. So if you put in your best, you will get that out. If you put in your worst, that's what you will get out. So just try, be the best you can be, because you don't want to be back here. And say this is not our first time being back here. What are you here for this time? What are you trying to do now? Okay, and just be the best you can now, so that way when you do come back, if you come back, you don't really have to. You have a choice, because or it's not necessary. It's not necessary to come back, because you did it. You did the best you could, you know. But if you want to do more, if you want to do better, you always have that choice to go higher, because there's no limit to ascension. But like I said, that's why I say be the best you can, because that way you know you put your all into it. That's what you're gonna get out. Next, when I say be great, I want you to know, and when I say be the best you can be, I want you to know that there's a process, okay? So it's like you walking your journey, okay? Or walking your path, and you're realizing there's no flowers with where you're at on your path. But that's okay, because there's a bigger picture. You're just in that point of the picture where you're not where you want to be. But you can go where you want to be. All you have to do is put in an effort to get where you want to be. Okay? So, because there's a bigger picture. That's like you living inside of a puzzle piece, and you see that you all the way on the edge, and you don't want to be in the edge. You want to be right there, probably the flower or something. I don't know. I'm just giving an analogy, y'all. But you don't want to be there. You can change it. You're the illustrator. You're the author for this reality. That's what God means. You're the creator of your reality. So if you don't like what you're doing, if you don't like how you living, literally, you can change it. You can change it. So don't stress and be like, you know, you're in a bad place, or why is this happening? Or you have a lot of questions overall. Change it. If you want confirmation, or if you need help, it's like, I feel like people take us spiritual leaders for granted when we say go within. Because, and have any of y'all really went within? You probably meditate. That's okay to meditate. I'm gonna tell y'all right now, I meditate, but I don't get this information when I meditate. I really just, as the day go on, I contemplate and I reflect and I think and I do meditate and I eat healthier and I take care of myself, and downloads just come. Why? Because I'm aligned. I'm in the right spot, in the right place at the right time for this download to just go through this vessel for me to share it with y'all. So you can meditate, but if you're not where you need to be, you're not going to get that far, because you're not aligning with the divine plan that's laid out for you. You're somewhere else. You're on a whole nother path. You're on somebody else's journey. Why are you on somebody else's journey? Because you're listening to other people's words, or other people's ideas or thoughts or whatever, because you're too focused on what they have to say. Okay? And you value them more than you value yourself. You love their information more than you love yourself, more than you love your information. Why don't you love your information more? Because you really haven't sat down and went within. Okay? Researching is good. Don't get me wrong. Research is really just a confirmation stuff, or if you're talking about third dimensional things, you know, like with the Lil Nas X video or the COVID stuff, all that stuff. If you want to make a video about that stuff, then you have to go online and research and study and do all that other stuff. Okay? That's the only reason why I would research. Other than that, I don't research online. I don't research on the internet. I research within. Okay? And I like to journal. I like to meditate. I like to jot things down. And I like to just do it. And I like to listen to my intuition, because I trust myself. And I trust myself because I love myself. And I have that much love for my brain, my body, my vessel, my soul, and my ancestors. but I'm connected. I'm in tune with each thing I just said. And if you're not in tune with those things, you will not be able to connect with those things because you're not aligned with where you need to be. So if you're aligning with somebody else's words or somebody else's ideas or somebody else's perspective on life, that's what you try, that's what your reality starts to become, somebody else's life. Just like when we go to school, we learn all this stuff, we all learn the same thing. That's why we all third dimensional, because nobody has really sat down and went within. They start looking on the outside, because in school, they don't teach you how to be an entrepreneur. They teach you how to work for somebody else. So when you really take the time to sit down and really try and think and be there with yourself passionately, significantly, you will start finding yourself to be more in tune and more connected with yourself. And your chakras might start aligning because you're aligning, okay? So if you got to sit in your room or go outside on nature walks or go outside and meditate in sun gaze for literally just throughout the day. Like, there's no specific time. Just if you feel like you bored or you want to do something instead of getting on your phone or getting online or on any devices or electronics, you can literally just change your frequency and do something that's more higher vibrational, because it's a million different things you can do and then some in this world at this time. Like, I could be doing something else instead of making this video, but I'm not, because the information I learned, I'm literally just trying to motivate y'all. So like I said, it's not a bad thing to listen to other people's thoughts, but abusing it or taking it for granted, or, you know, just sitting up here just trying to educate yourself by being your teacher. Don't let somebody else teach you stuff. Teach yourself stuff. What do you seek to know? What do you really want to learn? And you will find it. But that's really it for my video, y'all. I just wanted to say, listen to yourself. If y'all don't get anything else from this video, trust yourself. You gotta love yourself. Be there for yourself. You're your number one supporter, fan, and then some. Lover, teacher, whatever. But you're the best, okay? And don't let nobody else tell you different. And if they do, cut them out your life, because they're not meant to be there. But that's it for my video. Also, I do want to say, don't forget to check out the quote at the in my description box. It's a new quote at the very top before the unks every video. So if y'all want to get a little bit more motivation at the end of the video that relates, a quote that relates to this video, go check out that quote. Don't forget to like this video, comment if you want to, and subscribe. I love y'all. Bye to your family.
They say the world around us is not real.
When I'm gone, who gets your love?
It still affects us though, right?